Welcome to the $100 MBA Show, and today is a Q&A weekend episode where we answer your questions right here on the show. If you want to ask a question, guys, we would love to answer it. Just email us at contact@100mba.net. That's 100mba.net. Or you can use our Speak It option where you record your question. We'll play it right here on the show. You can check that out on the show page at 100mba.net/show. Or if you're feeling adventurous, tweet at me at BizRepublic, B-I-Z Republic. As always, I'm your host, your coach, your teacher, Omar Zenhom. I'm also the co-founder of the $100 MBA, a complete business training and community online. And today's question comes from Anne. And Anne asks, I want to sell a physical product. What is my first step? Great question, and good for you for asking what the first step is so you can just get started and not get overwhelmed with all the multiple steps that will come after that. It's okay, just get started. So I'm going to answer Anne's question in today's episode, so let's get down to business. Today's episode of the $100 MBA Show is sponsored by Rerun. Tired of spending hours chasing down clients for new credit card details? Automate your subscription or membership billing with Rerun. Rerun automates payments, email, and best of all, expiring and declining credit cards. Learn more or sign up for a free trial at rerunapp.com/podcast. That's rerunapp.com/podcast. Anne wants to sell a physical product. She wants to know her first step. And my first piece of advice, Anne, is to check out episode 214 of the $100 MBA Show. You can check that out at 100mba.net/MBA218. And that episode talks about what to consider when selling physical products. There's a whole lot of information in there that can help you out, but I'm going to give you your first step in today's episode. So you need to validate to see if this product is really something your customers want, that there is enough of a demand for this product for you to have a business on your hands. Because you can have a demand, but if the demand is not large enough for you to run your business, then it's not really worth your time. So let's say, for example, you were selling teddy bears, and this is an interesting new kind of teddy bear with a character of its own, but you only could sell 10 units of it every month. The profit that you would make on those 10 units after all your expenses may not be enough for you to actually have a business on your hands and make it worth your while. So you got to see how much of a demand that your customers want. So there's different degrees of demand, and there's different degrees of how good a business idea is. A lot of people, they just say, yeah, 5 people have already told me they want to order this, but you can't have a business on your hands with just 5 customers. So your first step is to see how much demand is there for your product. So like I said, just start online, and the best way to do this is to start off with a very simple e-commerce website using Squarespace. We recommend Squarespace because you can be up and running very quickly, and it allows you to test things out without having to invest too much time and money into building a very, very expensive website. Squarespace still looks brilliant and it's easy to use. And if you use our coupon code MBA, you'll save 10%. Now with your Squarespace site, you can build out your site and put up pictures of your products. And you can start driving traffic to your site or driving your customers to your site to order your products. So obviously you had some sort of demand for this product. That's why you want to sell it. So you can refer those customers of yours to the website to order. You can also generate new customers by spending a very minimal amount of money using Facebook ads or maybe Google AdWord ads, depending on your audience. You can spend as little as $10 a day and just test things out and see how much traffic you're getting. But the point is that you want to see if there are buyers for this product. You can fulfill these orders with just going to the post office if you'd like, or going to UPS or have them come to your house to pick up your package. You can use Stamps.com, which is one of our sponsors here on the $100 MBA Show. They'll give you a free scale and $50 worth of postage if you use coupon code MBA on checkout, or go to stamps.com/MBA. And this is an easy way for you to be able to just ship things out via the post office to your customers, especially when you're just starting out. You don't need a warehouse or anything like that. You can just do it out of your house when you're just doing this idea validation process right now where you want to see if your business can really grow. That, in a nutshell, is your first step. Validate the idea. Make sure that you sell out. So sell out 20 units, great. Sell out 30 units, great. Go to 50, still selling? Wow. Selling after 100 units? Wonderful. Now you know you have some traction. Now you know that there is a demand. And now you can start fleshing out this business. Refining your product, refining your service, refining what you're offering and how you offer it. There's one more piece of advice I want to give you, Anne, and for all of you who are listening. But before that, I want to tell you about a podcast you really should be listening to called Art of Charm. The host of Art of Charm, Jordan Harbinger, gave a guest lesson here on the $100 MBA show and really rocked the house. And for good reason. He has a top 50 podcast. That means his podcast is one of the top 50 podcasts in all of the different categories on iTunes. He's been doing this since 2006, and he provides some really, really great wisdom and value on his episodes. And wisdom in its true sense of the word. He shares how to be more productive, more professional, and how to meet people and build relationships the right way. He also talks a lot about how to build your confidence, how to get people to like and trust you, how to keep things fresh in a relationship, be it a friendship or an intimate relationship. And the great thing about the show is that it's fun and it's educational at the same time, so it's not like a stuffy college room professor textbook kind of stuff. It's personal growth the way it should be. And trust me, The Art of Charm is highly addictive, but in a good way because you're improving yourself every single time you listen to an episode. Jordan and the Art of Charm team have studied field-tested psychology principles from the Special Forces, Navy SEALs, and world-class intelligence officers. Then they reverse engineer those same strategies and apply them to social life. So you know you're getting proven strategies, things that work when you listen to his show. If you're serious about leveling up your life, your relationships, your friendships, at work, at home, and everything in between, then make sure you subscribe to the Art of Charm podcast. It's one of the best podcasts out there. I highly, highly recommend it. They put a lot of work into creating every single episode to make sure every time you listen, you get a whole lot of value. We really enjoy the show, and we think you will as well. So go to artofcharmpodcast.com or find Art of Charm on iTunes or Stitcher and start taking your life to the next level. If you have a business that's selling physical products, whether you're in a brick and mortar traditional physical business or if your store's online, my advice to you is to make sure you're consciously growing slowly. It's very easy to get caught up in a physical business where you spend a whole lot of money on inventory and other expenses before you're ready to actually be at that level. Cash flow is very important in a physical business. You need to make sure that any kind of stock that you have, that it's sold quickly so you can make that money, make that revenue, make that profit, and invest it back into new products. Whenever there's an imbalance there where you purchase too much stock that you know you can't move out, that you can't sell, that's when your business starts struggling because you have all this stock that you haven't sold yet, then you have to discount prices, so you got to make sure that you grow slowly. As your demand grows, order more stock. And that's the best way to grow your physical business without having tied up cash. Obviously, there's drop shipping that you can use. There's all these other things. It all depends on what your product is. If you're manufacturing your own product, then you really can't drop ship. But the point here is make sure you grow slowly so you're not tied up in all this inventory that's unnecessary at the moment. All right, Anne, I hope that answers your question. And I hope I've helped all you listeners that are listening. Nicole and I want to thank all of you for listening to the $100 MBA show every single day. You guys listen to the show. We are so grateful for it. If you want to show some love, you can drop us an iTunes rating and review. If you're listening to us right now on your iPhone, all you got to do is tap our cover art and you'll see our show notes. Inside the show notes, there's a link that says, give us a rating and a review. Click on that link and it will open up the rating and a review tab right away. So you can just give us a rating and review in under 2 minutes. Thank you in advance, guys. We really appreciate all the support you guys give us. Guys, I want to leave you with this. When you're starting a business, when you're running a business, you're going to run into a lot of surprises. Things you're not expecting, things that were not in the plan. And that's okay. Sometimes these surprises can help you grow as an entrepreneur as well as help your business. Sometimes these are reminders of how we can change things around to make things a little bit better. Don't get frustrated. Just keep moving forward. Realize that this is just the journey. This is just a part of being an entrepreneur. It's the rite of passage.